Welcome to the Welsh Cockney, back for another beer review, and this time we have Northern Monk, a brewery in Leeds, and it's, I don't know what it's called, but it's a double dry hopped IPA coming in at 6%. Should we open it?
Crack it open.
There we go then.
We like Northern Monk.
Yeah, they're a good brewery.
I particularly like their artwork. All their cans have amazing artwork on them.
Yeah, this one, by the way, is, I think, in the Faith in Futures range, which is, what do you call it? It's like, what do you call something where they support people? Basically, they invest in charities and artists, local artists in that area.
So by drinking this beer, we're helping people.
And I think they give £5,000 grants to these people, which comes from the brewery itself being started on a £5,000 gift from the owner's grandparent. Anyway, to the beer.
Well, but also by drinking this beer, you're supporting charity.
Yeah.
No bad
so
thing.
Exactly, drink beer, help people. So it's hazy.
It is hazy, yeah.
Light. It's almost
straw.
Yeah, orangey straw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much of a head on it.
No, but I can smell already.
But it's going to be quite juicy, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah. Have a whiff of that. You can smell it the minute you pour it.
Oh yeah.
That's really quite...
Lots of tropical fruits.
Yeah. And citrus as well, I think. Pineapple, mango, the typical ones.
Passion fruit.
Yeah.
Grapefruit.
It smells nice, actually. So nice I could probably have a glass of that for breakfast. Probably not, but...
Double dry hop, so it's probably going to be quite hoppy, which I think you can smell as well, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
It's got that hoppy kick that you can't really smell any kind of malt base.
It smells good.
Yeah, anyway.
Cheers. See
Cheers.
what it tastes like. Tastes like how it smells.
And what you'd expect from a DDH IPA.
I think I can taste more hops than I can smell.
Yeah, it's actually
It's dry hopped.
It's got quite a hop aftertaste as well. It's quite almost alcoholic. You know, you can taste the alcohol in it.
Leaves that alcoholic taste in your mouth, but it's nice. I've not had this beer before, but I don't think I've had a bad Northern Monk beer, if I'm honest.
My favourite one of theirs is the original Faith. It's really nice.
But look at the artwork. It's incredible. So on the shelves, you just want to pick that up. Well, I do anyway.
But we don't know what that is on the front. There's a little symbol.
We think it might be an
signature.
artist's signature.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that, and I'll put that in the written review on my website, homebarkit.com.
6%, we said that, did we?
Yeah, I said that at the beginning, it comes in at 6%. So it's not a session beer, that's for sure.
Although I think I could have more than one of these.
Yeah, it's a really pleasant beer,
Yeah.
but it's quite a complex one as well in flavours. And the aftertaste it leaves is almost like a dry, bitter, hoppy
And
taste
usually,
on the tongue, you know?
the dry, particularly the dry bit, I'm not overly keen on. And it is quite dry. But it's short-lived. So sometimes I'll have something that's dry and I think, oh God, I need to drink more because it's left that. This is actually quite pleasant.
It's definitely dry though.
Yeah, it is.
I'm surprised you like it because you don't like dry wine, where I love dry wines.
Well, you like all wines. I do
yeah,
like it though.
It's nice beer. But you get all the flavours of the tropical fruits, and I'd be interested to know what hops were used. I'm going to put myself out there and say probably or possibly Mosaic. maybe Citra, although I don't know whether it will be Citra.
There is citrus tang to it, and I don't know
But
whether there's like a grapefruit. Maybe that's what is the bitter.
Yeah, the bitter
element.
bit of it. But I've got a feeling there'd be more than 2 hops in it. I think there'd be several. But we shall see when I look into it.
For
That'll
me,
be on the website.
bizarrely, because normally, as Rob says, I'm not keen on dry.
That's
But-
nice.
But this has it is dry, and there's definitely like that bitter edge, but it's quite refreshing too. So I don't know whether it's just the balance of those tropical fruits and the dryness is so well balanced that I find it quite refreshing.
It is well balanced, yeah. It is refreshing. It's actually not that carbonated. It's quite low to medium carbonated. You don't get all that.
There's not loads of bubbles and
No, you
No.
don't get that carbonation in the mouth as much. It's quite smooth, but it's got a lot of flavours to it. You know, you've got all those typical tropical fruits.
and there is like a zinginess. You know, like round my mouth now there's like a zingy.
Which turns dry.
Yeah.
And then there's that bitterness with it as well. It's
So
very
it's kind of got everything, isn't
It's
it?
very hoppy though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is hoppy.
There's not. You don't get any kind of. I mean, obviously malt is used in it, but you don't get any kind of sweetness. Or
No, there's no like biscuit flavours or any of that. Well, I don't get that. But yeah, Northern Monk do it again.
So you like that one then?
I think it's similar to food where you eat with your eyes, and I think you do drink with your eyes, or you certainly buy with your eyes.
But is it
So when
actually
we're
Oh,
looking
sorry.
for beers, you know, you are drawn to these, aren't you? We are like, oh,
Yeah, I mean,
you know, that looks
I
interesting.
think the artwork draws you straight away.
Yeah.
And when you know it's Northern Monk, you know it's going to be
A decent beer.
But there's no actual name to this, is there? You know, like
Not that I can see.
it's part of Faith in Future's range, but you know they've got Faith, haven't they?
Yeah, the
That's
beer
what
itself
I can't think
doesn't-
of any of their other beers at the moment. We've reviewed a few, but this is just basically a DDH IPA, 6% Northern Monk, and a black skeleton and skull.
I like their history as well, though, because you know, as Rob mentioned earlier, they, you know, had a fine. Actually, they were gifted $5,000 by a grandparent, and that's what started them off.
And what's the name of the guy? The head brewer at the time, who he met, is Brian Dixon.
Who is also a
I'm sure he's a band member of
Yeah.
the old.
I can't remember my
Heavy
own
metal
name
band.
seriously, let alone anyone
Oh, I
else's.
can't remember the guy's name now either. So that's bad. I know. There you go.
But they're a northern brewery based in Leeds. And yeah, they do obviously work with community projects, volunteering projects, through donations, and I don't know whether that backstory, for me anyway, makes me think, yeah, you know, they're a decent brewery. And as I said, I've not had a bad Northern Monk beer.
No, I don't think I have.
Not that
Well,
we
the
haven't had
other
them,
one I
but-
did of theirs, or we reviewed was. Do you remember it was like a dessert stout.
Oh yeah.
Northern Star it was called. And it really is. No, it's not.
We haven't got it here,
because it was way back. But yeah, that was good. But it was very. It was like a dessert. You wouldn't need to have a dessert after a 3-course meal just to have a Northern Star. Seriously,
I like desserts.
great beer, but yeah, quite.
Not your cup, Dean. So
You
much.
couldn't have more than one, that's for sure. But with this, you could have more
Yeah.
than one, although you'd be careful because it's 6%.
I could have more than one.
We've only got one.
I can't have more than one because we've only got one, and actually we're sharing that, so
Yeah.
I'm only having half.
So, should we rate it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a feeling you're going to rate this one quite high. And you can go first, actually. What are you going to rate it?
4.4.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you'd go higher than that.
Yeah.
This is out of 5, by the way, not out of 10.
That's a high score.
It is high score, yeah. But it's up there with their other beers, and for me it's a 4.5. All the way.
It's a decent beer.
Really good beer.
Northern Monk, well done.
We'll have to go up to Leeds because they've got a tap room. I think they've got a few tap rooms.
We better get a taxi then, because we won't be driving from there.
No, because I'd like to try that on tap. I bet it's nice. Plus a lot of all their other beers.
There we go then. That's Northern Monk. We don't know the name of it, but
Double dropped.
that's what it looks like.
Double dry hopped IPA. 6%.
Say that after you've had 3 6% beers.
Yeah. Definitely worth a go because it's a nice beer. So, cheers from the Welsh Cockney.
Yahi da.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want, have a comment too. Because I'd be interested in what you'd have to say, especially if you've tried it. So, see you next time on the Welsh Cockney.